Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. We are all the way up in Johnstown for this matchup between the Erie Lady Tigers and the Roosevelt Lady Riders. And it's going to be a fun one here this evening as it'll be a challenge for this Erie team on the road. Always difficult to win in this gym, but they're going to have to do it without maybe one of their best players.
And they will have to do it without one of their best players tonight. Grace Moyers, freshman starting point guard, out with the flu, didn't make the trip up to Johnstown. Caitlin Patterson starting in her place. Patterson starting only for the second time all season since the season opener. Look for her to have a big game tonight in place of Moyers.
We are moments away here. They're announcing the starting lineups in the gym. For the Tigers, starting tonight will be Caitlin Patterson, Lauren Kia, Sammy Irby, Anna Hefner, and Deb Altschuler are the starters tonight for your Erie Tigers. And so we are excited to bring you this one live, as we always do, this time from Johnstown. This is our last broadcast for about a week. We only have one in about the next week and a half, so enjoy this. We'll be back next week for a game against Windsor. And then we have a little bit of time off before we get back in the action. So Tigers are wearing their black uniforms. They will be going right to left on your screen. The Lady Riders wearing their white uniforms with the black numbers. Pretty much just a straight up reversal tonight. And guess what? We've also got a scoreboard for you tonight as well. So we're ready for tonight. Hope you are. As it will be Irby to jump it here. And we are off. Girls, of course, coming off a win against Fort Morgan. And at this point, their season's starting to shape up a little bit. It looks like they'll probably be a playoff team, Grayson.
It does look like they will be a playoff team this year. 21st in the RPI, much better than where they were at this point last year, even looking like they might be able to host a playoff game if they keep up the way they've been playing down the stretch.
Corky has it. The shot off the mark, rebounded by Hefner. And the Tigers will go the other way. Altschuler will drive in, kick to the middle. Good ball movement, down for Kia off the window and in. The Tigers quickly on the board here, up 2-0.
And the ball movement will be important for the Tigers as you see them hopping into a press. Without their point guard, they'll have to still move the ball effectively.
So 2-0 here. We are a minute into this one. We'll try and do our best here with the clock. Every once in a while it'll start to run. Just a two-man crew here tonight. Irby has it. A little bit of pressure here early on from Roosevelt in the backcourt. Irby drives in, left side, pump fake into Hefner and through the hands of Kia, but nice save back to Hefner. Now Hefner, good job waiting there. Hefner was looking to pass first and then realized that she was going to be left all alone after that little pump fake and just laid it off the glass and in real nice there for the Tigers.
And great shot, good awareness by Anna Hefner to hit the easy layup.
Now into the corner. That's Keller that had it. Now to the near corner. Three ball on the way. That's off the mark. Short by Archuleta. Rebounded by Irby. And here come the Tigers up 4-0 here in this opening frame against Roosevelt. KP with it. Now inside to Hefner. Off the wing to Irby. Off the window, but they will call a charge on Sammy Irby. And that is her first foul, team first for the Tigers.
And the first foul of the game.
Tigers are going to show some press of their own. Riders having a tough time dealing with it, and they lose it out of bounds and a turnover there for Roosevelt.
And another thing to pay attention to without Moyers, Edie Morrow She's looked a lot better in recent games on the defensive side. We'll see how she does tonight.
Across to KP. Now Kia had to save it. And luckily, though, it was last touched by Kayla Corky. And it is a turnover there for Erie. We're sorry, we're a little bit off of the clock here. 5:38, so we'll stop that as there's a 3 ball. That came from Natalia Pacino. That's her first 3 points of the evening. First points for Roosevelt, period. And a block is called this time as Altschuler bumped into Corky, and that's her first, team first.
And good call there by the official.
Morrow, beg your pardon.
As Morrow was going for the ball, the Roosevelt player, I believe it was Cork, was trying to take a charge, but you can't take a charge when the other player doesn't have the ball.
Layup left side, no good. Rebound tapped out, picked up by Morrow. Edie behind the back, now looking for help. KP with it. 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Nice pass by Hefner down to Kia. Too strong off the back of the iron. Good rebound by Irby. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. They will tab that foul to Pacino.
And 2 free throws for Irby.
And that one's a little bit too strong.
And Irby makes 3 through. We apologize as some people just walked in front of our camera. So if you missed that, short stands here in Johnstown. Corner 3 is good. All of Roosevelt's points coming out of that corner. Archuleta and Pacino on the 3s. Roosevelt pressing 2. Morrow takes off, breaks it. Has a wide open Patterson. She'll spot up for 3, and she buries it. KP with the wide open 3, and the Tigers take the lead again. It's a close one halfway through the first quarter. That one rimmed around twice before missing. Now 2 offensive rebounds for Roosevelt before Morrow collects the rebound. Outlet to Patterson. She brings it up the floor, kicks to Morrow. Into Kia in the corner, drives up the floor to Patterson. Alyssa Barnett, Deb Altschuler now in the game. There's a 3 from Altschuler. It's too strong. Rebound by Kia. She can't get the putback, and Roosevelt will take it the other way. Roosevelt inside, stolen by Kia. Now Patterson almost has it stripped. Roosevelt will back off their press. Full court pass to Morrow. Back to Patterson. Stop and pop from the 3-throw line. Can't finish, but Morrow gets the putback. And Erie will extend their lead. Another 3 from Pacino, just too strong. Offensive rebound. Fell, got the pass off before she hit the ground, no travel. Stolen by Morrow and Patterson. Morrow tipped it, Patterson grabbed it. Barnett gets it inside and finishes. Assist from Morrow, and this one will go out of bounds on the inbounds pass. So a few mental mistakes from Roosevelt early, and they will take a timeout. We'll take 1-2 here. Erie leads it 12-6 on the.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
And welcome back into the Erie Tiger Network. 2:29 remaining in the first quarter. Erie leads it 12-6. I'm Grayson Blaylock. Alongside me, Brandon Bird. And the official saying, hang on, why is Roosevelt standing here to inbound the ball? It's Erie's ball. So Erie will have possession. Coach Pfeiffer calling out the play. To Altschuler in the corner, wide open three, just short. So now between the two of her shots, she could split the difference and have a make. A little too strong, a little too short. To that right corner, Roosevelt likes it a lot. And now they're working it around. That one tipped away, stolen by Altschuler. That one is blocked. She'll be fouled on a block. That's Anastasia Zelenko. Her first. Team second.
All right, sorry about that. Thanks, Grayson, for picking me up there as we were trying to fix some technical issues. As that three ball's off the mark and rebounded there by Irby. Backs her way and floater with the right hand. No good. Tapped around, fought for Irby on the floor, and we'll call a jump ball here. With 1:48 remaining here in a very solid first quarter here for this Tiger squad. And we'll try and get our clock to be correct as well. Allison Beard into the game here for the Riders. Inbound to KP, steps top of the lane and buries it. So Tigers looking strong here in this first quarter. A good shooting night so far. That's 5 points for KP. Tigers up by 8. Into the paint and a beautiful strip there by Irby.
And that was Zelenko that tried to turn around with it. Irby saw the ball and just took it out of her hands.
Right side now. And a foul is called. They'll count the bucket and an and one as Skylar Keller will go to the line to shoot a free throw here for a three-pointer the old-fashioned way. And fans, eventually we will figure out our clock situation here. Free throw is up, too strong. Rebounded by Hefner. Still first quarter, 1:17 remaining. Pass down low, Barnett. Kicks it back out. Hefner steps into a shot. That's off the mark. Now Altschuler with it near the far timeline. Morrow tried to squeeze it through traffic. It was tipped, and back the other way go the Riders. Faking three, driving, nice bounce pass down low, and then Barnett comes in with the bump and the foul.
And that was a good job by Hollier there for Roosevelt, drawing the foul on Barnett, her first, team fourth. Little under a minute left in the first quarter.
That shot rims out. We will have the boys game following this one. Fans, don't forget to follow us also on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at ErieTigerNet. Check out the schedule online, ErieTigerNetwork.com. That one is off the mark. Rebounded by Hefner. She's been gobbling up the boards here, just feasting on glass. Now down low. Altschuler can't quite hang on. She was wrestled to the floor. Ball's bounced away. 33 ticks and a foul called, or excuse me, a ball that was knocked out of bounds by Welty. Also love for you to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Always helps us out here. Bounce off into the corner. Roosevelt will reset. Fires a BB across the court. That's Gutierrez, now inside, down low. Zelenko, and she gets fouled. And with 4.5 ticks left, Roosevelt to the stripe again. 4th team foul now on Erie. That's going to be the first, I believe, on Altschuler.
And it is the first one they will give to Deb. Came in, tried to double team, got part of Zelenko's arm.
So far, this Roosevelt squad has had 5 free throws and have not been able to hit. The left-handed toss is up, no good, rebounded, time running down, and I don't think Altschuler saw the clock, but at the end of one, a good quarter for the Tigers. It's 14-8. We'll step aside here on the Erie Tiger Network. Welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Grayson Blaylock here with you as we roll in now to the second quarter. Tigers lead it here 14-8. Pretty good first quarter there for Caitlin Patterson. She leads all players with 5 points as Patterson gets the inbound. And Hefner gets it swiped from her. Ahead there to Archuleta and rejected by Sammy Irby.
Great block by Irby, great read knowing when the Roosevelt player would go up with it, and good timing to be able to get the block.
Now inbound pass. Keller will play it off to Zelenko, and she'll travel, and a turnover there for Roosevelt.
On the floor for the Tigers, Welty, Patterson, Irby, Hefner, and Kia.
Right now, it just kind of looks like Roosevelt lacking a little bit of energy as there goes Irby, and they will call a charge.
And
we apologize if you catch some stray words from the crowd on our mic from behind us. And there is a player down. Well, we're going to step aside here for a moment.
Open up a browser and look up youtube.com/Erie Tiger Network. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video. To skip forward or backwards, use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Welcome back in. Erie Tiger Network injury on the floor, and so that's why we stepped aside there, as that was Sammy Irby that was called with her second foul. Team 5th now on the Tigers in what has been a sluggish start here to the second quarter. Only 30 seconds in, but seems like it's been going on a while.
The Tigers, they've racked up 5 fouls relatively quickly. Wouldn't be surprised to see Roosevelt in the bonus later as they break the press for a layup.
Layup is up and good by Zelenko. Tigers trying to get it in. Both teams pressing right now. See if that kind of picks up the pace of this game. Morrow waiting, has Welty off to Hefner. Hefner showing her strength, ripping the ball away, and it was tipped and should stay here with Erie. 7:06 remaining. And a timeout from Coach Pfeiffer. So this game going to continue to, or this quarter anyway, is going to continue to kind of just crawl along here. It kind of looks like Roosevelt has adjusted a little bit to what Erie has been trying to do and did successfully there in that first quarter. And Tigers have been trying to go back to that well, but they've been going into the teeth of the Roosevelt defense. So Coach Pfeiffer going to try and figure something else out.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Erie take a shot from behind the arc. Roosevelt trying to pack in the paint, keep Irby Hefner from getting the ball.
14-10, 4-point lead here for Erie. Out of the timeout, it'll be Patterson inbound. Kia, Welty, Hefner, and Morrow also in the game. Morrow will catch the inbound. Patterson around the screen, now drives into the lane, left-handed scoop shot, too strong, good rebound there by Hefner. And seems like Anna Hefner just continues to improve every game we watch her. Really a beast on the boards here tonight.
She has done an excellent job getting offensive rebounds tonight. As Patterson draws the foul.
Yeah, that was
Patterson commits
a hip
the foul.
check there by KP. That's her first, team 6th now, as Zelenko will head to the line.
Looking at the scoreboard, they actually called that one on Ava Welty.
Excuse me.
Thought we heard 2. Was 42.
And man, Roosevelt is really struggling from the line tonight. And as soon as I say that, of course, they make it. Why not? It's the announcer's jinx. 5-point game here. Morrow tries to get it. Hefner in the block. Layup is good from the right side.
That's exactly how you want to break the press. Morrow trapped just as she passed half court. Found Anna Hefner at the top of the block, and Hefner found Altschuler for the layup.
Zelenko returns the favor on the other end. Tigers once again trying to break the press here. Kia, that's where you want it, right in the middle of the floor. Now Patterson drives. Patterson draws contact, and this time it should be a block, and it is.
And Zelenko, the freshman for Roosevelt, picking up another foul. Here in Roosevelt, both with young teams. The difference, Roosevelt, they have a few more seniors.
By the way, that's the second foul now on Zelenko, as that shot is up and in for KP. KP really starting to come on here the last few games. By the way, Jeff Neal, the head coach here for Roosevelt, may or may not at one time have been in contention to be the next Erie girls head coach. So I think it'd be nice if Coach Pfeiffer can get a W here tonight for that reason alone. They were friendly, of course, before the game. Jeff Neal, a good guy. Layup and the foul as KP got bumped and went flying, and now KP with 8 points on the night, and she'll head back to the line.
In the absence of Grace Moyers, KP stepping up, looking like she's fully healthy now after twisting her knee in the season opener and ankle. She's had injuries plague her throughout her career. Hopefully she can stay fully healthy for the rest of her senior season.
KP with the right-handed toss is good. And she's having a whale of a first half. There we go now, 23-13. Just a little under 5:40 to go here, as that one sails over everyone's head and out of bounds. So Tigers timeout, that's exactly what you want, as it looked like Roosevelt was creeping back in. Coach Pfeiffer calls a timeout, and right away the Tigers explode for a few more points, extend that lead back out to double digits. Pass in, Hefner catches, looking for help, now throws it up herself and gets it to drop. Anna Hefner with 6 here. And the best thing about Anna tonight, very patient. She's wanted to force a pass a couple times and it wasn't there, and then she took the shot and made it. Runner with the left hand, no good. Rebounded by Kia. Tigers again, into the open court is Altschuler. Irby with it along the arc, right back to Morrow. Backdoor cut, and Kia just couldn't quite handle the nice pass down low. Racing up the floor is Pacino. Shot is good, and the bucket with the foul. I should say shot is good and the foul called, and to the line for the and one will go Pacino.
Pacino, not the taller player, but a little bit bigger than Edie Morrow, muscled her way into the blocks, drew the foul, and hit the layup.
That's the first on Morrow, 7th team foul. So for the last half of this last quarter of the first half, Roosevelt will be in the bonus as that free throw falls for Pacino.
Gutierrez coming back into the game for the Rough Riders. Haven't seen Cork since she got hurt.
Left side for Kia, looking low for Barnett, another strong post move. One thing you gotta love about Alyssa Barnett, when she decides she's gonna do something, she is decisive, no hesitation. Kia will travel. Switch the old pivot foot and a turnover there for the Tigers.
Erie still with a 9-point lead, not quite to the halfway mark of the second quarter.
Left side now. Riders working around the arc.
KP set to check back in for Erie.
KP was kind of the spark plug there as that three-pointer goes over everything, but offensive board by Hollier, and now Irby will tie it up, and a jump ball called.
Good job by Irby seeing the ball come a little loose, helping knock it a little loose, and then not traveling when she fell on it. Jump ball, though, will stay with Roosevelt.
Morrow will check out. KP in here for Erie, 3:42 remaining. 3 ball from the corner, overshot, offensive board, blocked nicely. And is it just me, Grayson, or does it seem like there's a hair extra room behind the basket tonight? There's been like some rebounds and some block shots that were gathered before going like over the baseline that just doesn't feel like happens anywhere else. Shot up, no good. But to the line will go Barnett. I have to ask Coach Moline or Coach Pfeiffer about that. I know the gyms here, the baskets are a little bit different than other gyms where you have the, well, I guess, I don't know actually. It just seems like they extend into the floor a little bit further, but maybe that's just my imagination.
There's a lot less room between the baseline and the wall that could contribute to that.
Yeah, we saw Patterson fly into the wall earlier this game. Ball stripped, picked up. Patterson leads the charge. 3 minutes to go. KP looking for help. Off to Irby. Altshuler to the corner. Good ball movement here for Erie. Barnett's shot is short, but an offensive board there by Patterson. Patterson drives, kicks. Once again, Erie with the great ball movement. Irby's too strong. And an empty possession for Erie, but a well-executed set of offense. Can't make every shot, but you love when you get good ball movement and passing and good spacing from your team.
You like the offensive rebounds, too.
Foul here on Erie. They're going to call that on Barnett. That's her second. So Irby with 2, Barnett with 2.
The Rough Riders struggling with free throw shooting tonight.
This time it's Pacino. That one is good. Closes the lead back to single digits. KP picks up the dribble. Now off to Kia. Once again, great ball movement, and Anna Hefner finishing again. 8 points for Hefner, another assist for the Tigers. That time it was Lauren Kia.
Erie consistently against the press will get trapped up at the half-court line. They'll find a pass to the middle of the floor or to the corner, and then they'll work it into a cutter as Morrow drives in for a layup.
And a beautiful move. Holy cow. This is a good one here for Erie in this first half. 30-17, a minute 57 left. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. turnover. Welty gets tripped up, and she'll get called for the travel. Got her feet crossed there. I actually thought she got one foot kicked into the other. That real hard to see, and unless, of course, you're sitting at the announcer table and you're a fan of the Erie Tigers. 3 ball on the way. That one rattles home.
Roosevelt's been shooting them all night. They'll make a couple, especially in their gym.
It was Gutierrez that buried that one, and a jump ball called, and another rider is down, grabbing on to the ankle, and it's Zelenko. And she's in quite a bit of pain as Coach Neal heads over to check on her. And while he's doing that, we will also step aside.
There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die.
Ooh.
It will fight back.
Welcome back in. 1:21 remaining here in this first half of play as the Tigers, they lead it by 10. Quick little scoring burst, though, by the Riders, trying to close that gap a little bit here. Erie's done a pretty good job breaking the press, but Riders have forced a few turnovers out of this as well. And now Kia using her arm to shield the defender, and a travel called on Erie.
Morrow tried to pass and double clutched, took an extra step.
Bounced off into the corner. Riders with it. Another little, almost like a little Euro step there. That's what Grayson was trying to say earlier. Back to an 8-point game. See if Erie can close strong. Nice pass into Hefner. Hefner buries it. Man, she has just buried everything in sight. 10 points in this first half for Anna Hefner. Feed down low. And a over the back, no, a hack call on Roosevelt. And they will call that on Skylar Keller.
That was almost a great play for Roosevelt, but Keller grabbed the arm of Altschuler while she was trying to go for the ball. So the right call there, a 1-and-1.
So Deb misses off on the right side. The clock starting a little bit late there. I know, because I am trying to keep clock of our own on here. Feed down low, good entry pass, and a good layup. And Hollier and the Riders closing out this half pretty strong. 8 seconds left, though. See what Erie can do here. Altschuler off to Welty, 4 seconds left. Hefner fires, Hefner hits, because what else does Anna Hefner do? 12 points in the first half for Anna Hefner. Tigers lead it by 10. We're gonna take a break here for halftime. Good close there in that quarter. Tigers stretch out the lead. We'll be back in a moment for the Miners halftime show.
to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction in knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETNPatreon.
There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die.
Ooh.
It will fight back.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customers. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. Their orthodontics supports Erie High School and its children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 3-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
E-N.
Click the search bar on the top right-hand corner of the screen and search up Erie Tiger Network. Click the channel icon and then press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about when we post. Click the thumbs up icon to like the video. To enter full screen mode, press the icon on the bottom right hand corner. To skip forward or backwards 10 seconds, double tap the left or right hand side of the screen. Press the pause button in the middle of the screen to pause the video. To skip to a different video, press the skip button when the video is paused. Open up a browser and look up youtube.com/Erie Tiger Network. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video. To skip forward or backwards, use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
You are watching the ETN.
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network as the Erie ladies, they lead it by 10, 34-24. It's Caitlin Patterson and Anna Hefner going off in that first half of play. For Patterson, 10 points in that first half and 12 for Anna Hefner, 2 for Lauren Kia, Edie Mora with 4, Altschuler with 2, Barnett with 3, and Irby with 1 in that half. Irby and Barnett, both a pair of fouls. For the Lady Riders, Azraeli Gutierrez with 3, Natalia Pacino, she's got 6, Skylar Keller with 2, Archuleta with 3, Hollier with 4, and Zelenko with 4. And we saw both Cork and Zelenko go down with injuries in this one. And I don't see either of them on the floor here for the start of this second half. So that's going to be a huge factor for Roosevelt should they want to get back into this. As I'm not sure if my partner can hear me. And he can't. So I'm hoping you at home can hear me. Grayson, are you there? Can you hear me?
Can hear you now. The band's pretty loud from the other side of the gym, but they've quieted a bit. And I believe you said the 2 injured players for Roosevelt. Neither of them are out there. They're both impact players. Cork, a starter. Zelenko, 6th woman off the bench. So we'll see how Roosevelt does without them in the second half.
All right, that was our Miners halftime show. For the best place to post game, check out Miners on Briggs Street following the game. We're going to step aside again. We'll come back for the second half of action here on the ETN.
Open up a browser and look up youtube.com/Erie Tiger Network. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video. To skip forward or backwards, use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
One iota. And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Grayson Blaylock as we start half number 2. And either my partner here is deaf in one ear, or we're having some board op malfunctions with the audio. So we'll try and get that all sorted out here as we go on into the second half. But the Tigers, as we said, lead by 10 here in this Tri-Valley matchup. Off onto the right side, no good. Rebound by Hefner, and she continues where she left off. Anna Hefner, hot as a pistol here tonight.
With Zelenko out of the game for Roosevelt, Hefner having no problems grabbing offensive boards.
So a couple made baskets there. Tigers break the press, ahead to Hefner. Who else? Anna Hefner, another 2 points. Gotta love that. Grayson, can you hear me? And we are still having some audio difficulties. I apologize for that, fans. It's making it difficult for Grayson and I to communicate. So 6:28 remaining here in this first half, and we'll get the scoreboard back up and ticking here. At least the clock portion of our scoreboard. Ball's tipped around, finally picked up by the Riders, still attacking into the front court.
Roosevelt has grabbed some offensive rebounds as well, and that's one of the pitfalls of the zone as Kia is grabbed.
So foul coming here. Coach Pfeiffer trying to get on her gals, saying, you look flat, let's go. Irby into Hefner. Hefner, another open court. Nice pass by Hefner that time to Kia, and she gets fouled as she goes for the layup. And man, how about the game that Anna Hefner is having so far?
Pretty impressive.
She's got 16 points in this one and several assists. So Anna Hefner maybe closing in on a career night. We'll have to check the database for that. I see Grayson already on it, trying to look and see what Anna's career high is, as Barnett set to check back in here for Erie. 6:07 in this third quarter. 12-point lead for Erie. Kia trying to make it 13. And that one's too strong off the back iron. Rebounded by the Riders. Short-handed are the Riders. That's Gutierrez with it. Shot on the way, and that is buried from the corner. And the Riders have done that a few times. That's kind of kept them hanging around. That's Janessa Archuleta.
The corner three, a trademark of the Roosevelt program.
Now Kia with it down low. Gets it partially blocked off the side of the backboard. Back the other way go the Riders. Into the lane. Runner high off the glass. No good. Offensive board picked up by Cork, who is back in. So it looks like it's going to be Zelenko that is out as Cork checks back in. And a timeout, and a full timeout. And while we have a moment, fans, we would love for you to partner with us on Patreon. That helps us out here on the network more than you can know. You can support us for as little as $1 a month. Just follow the link in the description of this video or head to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network. That's Patreon, patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network, and you can support us for as little as $1 a month or a segment for $25 a month, like you see Miners do it, and Alex Ailey as well. I saw someone else did it, and they never wanted a segment. They just wanted to sponsor us for $25 a month. We'll take that. So
every day of the week.
So thank you so much for that. And Roosevelt to inbound. Tigers defending it well. They finally get it into the corner. That was Archuleta. 3-ball again. That one brought down rain and then eventually hit on the top of the backboard. I guess brought down snow with how cold it is here today. And a baseball or pass, and they'll say Barnett stepped on the line.
I don't think she thought she stepped on the line, but the official disagreed.
I think more than anything, she was just upset with herself. Inbound, corner 3 again, and that one's off the mark, but an offensive board again for Roosevelt. Roosevelt firing a lot of threes here, trying to keep them into this game. Barnett with the rebound. Cork caught an elbow from Barnett. And Anna Hefner gets it stripped from behind and out of bounds. And if the Tigers can get this out of Anna Hefner every night, they're going to be pretty difficult to beat. And one of the things I think Erie has kind of struggled with is passing the ball up high to Hefner and letting her use her height. She gets a lot of passes kind of at the chest level. Use her height to her advantage. And a push. And a foul on Erie. They're going to call that on KP. That is her first. Nope, it is her second. So first team foul of the half here for Erie that still leads by 9. Tigers in his zone here. That shot's off the mark. Irby, nice strong board, now finds Altschuler. Back to Irby. Tigers trying to get down the floor quickly with numbers. Hefner tried to throw it up. That was front of the iron. And good speed there from Cork. She raced down the floor, couldn't finish though. Up to Hefner, a little too strong, trying to save it. And she goes careening into the padding in the back. And Hefner is shaken up. She's trying to stay out there and stay tough. But you can tell that really bothered her back.
The close walls at Roosevelt, not fun for any player.
Roosevelt looking for another open 3. Too strong again. It was tipped out of bounds. Kind of reaching over the back of Kia there and knocking it out, I believe, was Pacino. Kind of a sluggish start to this half here for both teams. And this Ryder press, Tigers have thrown a lot of passes into some passing lanes.
Slow start to the quarter for both teams, like you mentioned.
Altschuler looking for help, lobs it to Barnett and has it stripped from behind. And then a frustration foul on Barnett. And I believe that is her third. Kind of a scoring lull here the last little bit. KP back out there. Hefner just need to shake it off. She's back out there. Tigers struggling to rebound here. It's about 4 offensive boards in a row there. Another 3-ball, and you give them too many chances, they're finally going to hit. And that's Archuleta. And the lack of rebounding was the reason for that for sure. Now down to a 6-point lead. And a 10-second violation on Erie. And a full timeout here coming from Coach Pfeiffer. So we'll take a break here. Tigers, they still lead it, but it's getting a little closer.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
And welcome back in here to the Erie Tiger Network. Messing around, having a little bit of fun with our soundboard here during the timeout. Tigers hoping to have a little more fun on the court here this quarter. Only 4 points here in the first 4.5+ minutes of this quarter. And so Coach Pfeiffer calling a timeout, trying to reset the troops. Inbound here. Riders with it, attacking into the front court and kind of attacking the rim now instead of firing threes. And Archuleta, who's had 3 of those triples, this time drives and will earn a foul and a trip to the line. And that's the first on Lauren Kia.
By the way, if you were curious, we have found Anna Hefner's career high. 21 points against Fort Morgan, not last Saturday, but the first game of 2019, 21 points, 11 rebounds. Not sure if that's her rebounds career high, but she did have 19 points in another game as well. These 16, her third highest scoring output of the season and of her career.
Tell you what, Archuleta has one of the highest arcing shots I think I've ever seen. That thing drops about a degree on the way up and then has to re-enter the atmosphere on the way down.
If she shot it much higher, it would hit the ceiling.
Mr. Borealis needs to do a physics experiment, I think, with her shots. The layup is no good, but a foul called, and so Edie Morrow will go to the line. By the way, I get about 2 athletes on every team mixed up, every sport, all the time. I don't know what it is. And for this Erie girl team, it's definitely Altschuler and Morrow. So apologize if I reverse those every once in a while. As Edie hits the first. She's got 5 now tonight. It's only the 5th point for the Tigers here in this quarter. Morrow with the toss. That one is off the mark. Rebounded away here by the Riders. Over the midline. 3 ball. No good. Board is tipped out by Morrow. One of the things about the young guns here on the Tigers, even the guards, when you look at Grace Moyers and Edie Morrow, Deb Altschuler, very lanky and tall. So a lot of good length on this Erie team. And that one punched a hole through the ceiling before it came back into the net. 4th 3 of the game for Archuleta. Hey, whatever works for you. It's a prettier than my 3-point shot, that's for sure. So 4-point game now. Patterson across the lane and a foul called there on Cork. I believe that's her 2nd. That's the 4th team foul now on the Riders.
Roosevelt now to within 4 after the 3.
And the layup no good with the left hand for Irby, but draws the foul, will go the line.
Erie's done a good job of keeping their fouls down in the quarter. Down a player. Had a first half with a lot of fouls. Not so this half, only 3 in almost 6 minutes.
Too strong there for Irby. Sammy Irby, the younger sister of Sydney Irby, who's on the dive team for Erie. As that one is up and good. Lead back out to 5. For Irby, that's her 2nd point of the night. Driving, runner, falls. Had just the right amount of English on it was Keller. She's got 4. Roosevelt keeps chipping away at that Erie lead. Now down to 3. Pass too far ahead. Tried to hit Anna Hefner. And Erie turns it over again. 3-point lead now. 3 ball. Man, I thought that was going down. And the offensive board and rebounds have been killing the Tigers.
I would almost consider switching out of a zone if I were Coach Pfeiffer, because Erie, they have not been able to get defensive rebounds in that 2-3 zone. Roosevelt's guards small enough. They slip into the holes. The ball makes it to the floor. And now Erie has the ball on the other side of the floor.
1-point game here. Tigers, they need to go on a little run, and it starts with rebounding the ball defensively. Stolen pass here. Layup is good, and the foul for Edie Morrow. She's got 7. And the Tigers back on top by 3, and Morrow has a chance to make it a 4-point game.
Off the top of my head, this might be a career high for Morrow.
Lauren Kia back into the game, trying to add a little bit of a rebounding presence here. Shots off the mark. And now Archuleta, I thought she was going to dial in a 3. Now another high arcing 3 ball. That's off the mark, but that one that time came from Gutierrez. Steal, Gutierrez has it. Off to Archuleta. Tightrope walks the sideline, 3 ball on the way, and Cork hits. And after not making very many threes in that first half, Roosevelt has tied it up with the 3 ball. 22 seconds left, a quarter to forget here. Tigers have squandered a 10-point halftime lead. Roosevelt the other way. Cork will reset, 10 seconds left here. Tigers extend the defense, 5 left, still in that zone. Cross court, 3 ball on the way, off the top of the backboard, and that will do it here in quarter number 3. A 10-point lead, down to nothing for Erie, but we still got ourselves a good ball game. Stick with us. We'll have 4th quarter coming at you here on the ETN.
I'm Gavin Mendoza.
I'm Jamie Noam.
I'm Noah Roper.
I'm Spencer Brooks, and thanks for watching Tiger Football on the Erie Tiger Network.
Thanks for watching Tiger Football on the Erie Tiger Network.
Thanks for watching Tiger Football on the Erie Tiger Network.
And thank you for watching Tiger Football on the Erie Tiger Network.
Have you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast of the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETNPatreon.
Welcome back in. Fourth quarter getting ready to get underway here. 42-42, so we got ourselves a game. Tigers struggling to inbound a little. Now KP just comes through two defenders, gets the ball, pull up jumper. Ooh, halfway down before it popped out, and then Hefner hit it off the referee who is standing out of bounds. But like we said, the space between the wall and the inline is the inverse opposite of the three-point arc. And I mean for the Riders. They're three-point shooters. And okay, I think you get it. Driving, runner, no good. Block on the floor. And a foul coming on Erie. They're going to call that on Anna Hefner. I believe that's her first. It is. And we have to make sure our camera is plugged in here as we are running low on power, so give us a moment. There's a strip behind her. And that free throw is up and good. So Roosevelt has taken the lead. Almost hard to believe. Patterson with it. Nice shovel pass down to Hefner off the window. Tigers needed that 18 for Anna Hefner. And a dime there for KP and a turnover. Losing that one was Cork. So Erie gave up the lead for a moment and took it right back. Now Hefner. Tigers trying to break this press. Up to KP, trying to save it, and runs through the doors and out of the gym. Unfortunately, saved it out of bounds. So 7:14 remaining. 1 point lead here for the Riders. Or excuse me, for the Tigers. Three ball on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound is tipped and it will stay with a, nope, it will go to Erie. Thought they might call that on Irby, that tried to reach in there the last second. Now Patterson with it on the left side. Taking her time. Tigers trying to be a little more methodical. Backdoor cut was there, but Kia overthrew it. Morrow with a nice little fake cut out, little V cut to the three-point line, and then right back to the basket. It was there. They just couldn't connect.
And if you're curious, Edie Morrow's career high is 7 points. She's done that twice. That's what she has tonight.
So Morrow career high. Hefner's got 18 now. She might be working on a career high. Nice little pass there in the lane. As Gutierrez on that little dish looking like Russell Westbrook. Tigers trying to inbound, finally get it in. That's Irby with it. Now Erie, they've been tagged for one 10-second violation. Don't want to get another. Now Irby down the lane. High off the window, gets it to go. Owen picked her up. Coach Neal was not happy with that. Irby's first field goal of the game. Three ball on the way. And a kick And that'll stay with Erie. 3-point lead.
Good long rebound from Altschuler.
Still in a Cork drives. 3-ball. Sends shivers down my spine, and almost broke out in the song there. 5 of Roosevelt in this. They have made 8 threes tonight.
Grinnell Light, maybe.
Yes. Grayson referencing my favorite system. Look them up. Grinnell D3 basketball school powerhouse. And on the floor and a tie-up and a jump ball. And that will point into the direction of the Lady Riders. Roosevelt will bring it up the floor here. 4:35 remaining here in the game. 3-ball in the way, off the mark. Rebound by Irby. Tigers doing, you know, the lead is happening because they're not giving up nearly as many offensive boards here the last few minutes. Runner by KP, no good. Rebound by Hefner, goes up, gets fouled, and will go to the line. And Anna Hefner, who already has 18, trying to close in, I believe, on her second career 20-point game.
Hefner, the biggest player for Erie, biggest player on the floor. Tallest as well, uses her size height advantage to grab offensive rebounds with ease.
She switches that one through. Hefner also has hit some shots from kind of mid-range tonight. I think she's making a good candidate for the Alex Ailey Player of the Game. And she hits both. So she's got 20 points here tonight. Did you say her career high is 20 or 21?
Her career high is 21.
3-ball off the mark, tapped around, offensive board, put back is good.
And Roosevelt is pressing like Erie is in a half-court offense, and they're about to inbound it on the other side of the court.
KP steps in, jumper no good, tap, but last off Hefner, I believe. Ooh, I thought that was off Hefner's hand, and Erie will get a break there, and that will stay with Erie. Into Kia. They reset here. KP with it, has an opening. The runner is good. So KP also working on a nice game. Her first bucket of the half, I believe. She's got 11.
Patterson likes the floater in the lane.
The skyscraping 3 off the mark. I'm pulling every description out of my bag here, Grayson, as that was a circus shot that drew a foul but wasn't able to fall there for Morrow. And Edie Morrow can have a new career high with a made free throw here on her 2 attempts.
Smart shot there from Morrow, knowing might not make it, about to travel, but she gets to the free throw line.
That one is up and good. So Edie Morrow, now 8 points, new career high for the freshman.
And more importantly at the moment, a 5-point lead for Erie.
Shot off the mark. Rebounded though by the Tigers. KP has it into the lane. Little step over and hits. She's got 13. And the Tigers have stretched the lead out here.
Morrow shadowing Archuleta.
3-ball. Another buried 3. Oh my goodness. This time though, different player, not quite as high. That one I don't think went up into the stratosphere, but Chino hits her second 3 of the game, and man, 3's keeping Roosevelt alive here tonight.
I bet Erie will work on perimeter defense and 3-point shooting defense before they go back and play on Saturday.
For Roosevelt here tonight, 9 3-pointers made in the game. 9. That might be the most we've seen in any game this year, boys or girls. The good thing for Erie is even though they've given up 9 field goals from beyond the arc, they've only also given up 9 inside of the arc. So Roosevelt has many field goals from deep as they do from inside. And that is, I think, helped Erie immensely. Here, only 51 points for Roosevelt despite the 9 threes. KP catches, saves it before it travels out of bounds. Gets it right back, left side. The layup is good. KP now with 15. Tigers.
Crafty finish around the basket, knowing where she is on the floor and using the glass to make the layup.
And that layup is up and good. Back on the other end, good answer by Skylar Keller. She's got 8. As Edie Morrow set to check back in here for Altschuler. Little flipping back and forth here for Coach Pfeiffer. Up to Kia. Hands off to Irby, flying in, stops, jumper, no good, rebound, grabbed by Holier. Layup, no good by Hefner, gets it right back to Kia, and the Tigers reset. Now Patterson in, and man, Patterson's so crafty, such a good ball handler. Just couldn't finish that time.
Yeah. Good body control as well to avoid the charge on multiple occasions on that possession.
Caitlin Patterson might be one of my favorite all-time girls ball handlers to watch here in basketball. Is just smooth. Seems like she can get in and out of little cracks all the time against the defense. 3-ball on the way, that's no good. Rebounded away there by Irby. Minute and a half inning. 2-on-1 here for the Tigers. Morrow kicks, Kia catches, waits for the Cavalry to arrive. Tigers will reset here. They've got time. They can burn some. 4-point lead. Kia again. Patterson had a lane to the basket. Now takes it with the left hand up and in. She peered over her right shoulder, saw, and then just kind of waited and then exploded into.
I thought it was a flop, but the ref disagreed.
That's her. Trying to get it out. That foul's going to be on Irby. That's her 3rd. Letta with it. And a little tap there by Morrow. Almost got the steal. Riders desperately need a 3, subbing offense for defense here. Same with Erie. Now Kia back into the game. 11 seconds left. Our clock a little bit behind. We'll try and catch it up here. We timed it up right. And there it is, steal for the Tigers. That should just about do it. And Patterson dribbles off her foot. So 6.7 left. Roosevelt has to shoot an immediate three. And they took way too much time. Free ball in the way, didn't matter, as you basically needed a three in the first instance. So the Tigers, they win it though, 59-53, and they continue their winning ways here. I believe they've won 4 straight now, 4 or 5. 5 straight, well, we're not sure, we'll have to double check. I have her career high, and she's our player of the game. Player game brought to you by Alex Ailey, who sponsors us on Patreon, sponsors this segment. Follow Alex Ailey on Twitter at ETN Alex Ailey. For Grayson Blaylock, I'm Brandon Bird. We'll see you for our next game. It's the boys coming up in about 10 minutes here on the Erie Tiger Network.